It's Monday again, July 11th, and I've been on T for 16 weeks. Right after I made my last video, like the next day, housing emailed me and said they had assigned me to a room. I went to the housing website and checked the room assignment, and it said something weird, because before I left the dorm, I checked which wings were male wings and which wings were female wings, wrote down the numbers. It's in the male wing, one of them. The assignment's weird. It says private room, but then it also has me assigned to same room number, but it says resident assistant room. Now, a resident assistant, we call them RAs. They are the people that live in the dorm. They're usually students. They live in the dorm, and they make sure the people in that hallway are, doing the right thing, and they check them out, and blah blah blah. They're like the hall police. And I thought it was weird they assigned me to a resident assistant room. I mean, I'm happy that they put me in a male wing, but I don't know about the residents. I don't know what that means. So I guess we'll see when I get there. Also, I forget. I think it was that day or the next day after I made my video. Dad walked in after work and said that Ron had called my uncle. My grandpa had been taken to the hospital. I forget if he had like a heart attack or something, but they put him in ICU because he couldn't talk. A couple of days ago, Dad said Ron called and he was doing better. He could talk, and but they were going to put him on more monitoring in the assisted living. So they'll be checking on him more often, and blah blah blah. Well, so I'm glad he's okay, but just figured I'd put that out there. So, last 2 weeks. I'm just still kind of marveling in how my voice has gone from like somewhere around mezzo-soprano to baritone. I just think it's hilarious. The past couple of days I've been singing a lot because this weekend I went to my mom's, and so I had an hour and a half to myself in the car, both ways. So I was singing, and I've been working my way back up from the really deep stuff, because I can sing really deep, no problem. But for a while there, I couldn't even sing, high baritone. It was like, so I've been working my way back up. I still can't hit high tenor notes. Some of the notes that Brendan sings are a little too high for me. I'm working on that. Let's see, I've gotten my acne under control for the most part. I get one or two every once in a while. It's not anything drastic. My back knee has calmed down quite a lot. I've still got a couple on my shoulders, a couple on my back, like one or two on my chest, but other than that, it's calmed down a lot. I haven't been working out because I think I did too many push-ups. I hurt my arm, and it's been hurting. It's feeling better, so maybe I'll do some push-ups. My mom was making fun of me this weekend. She came over and sat next to me on the couch and started grabbing my arms. It was hilarious. And then my stepdad, Johnny, he started making fun of me. It was all in good fun. They tease me a lot. It's cool. I'm used to it. So something else I've noticed, my chest hair that I already had, like in the middle of my chest, it's almost as dark as my stomach hair. For some reason, my stomach hair got really dark first. Like, I got more chest hair, but it didn't darken or anything, or didn't thicken up. And now the stuff in the middle of my chest is getting darker, and I'm happy. I noticed the other day that I actually have hair on the inside of my forearm. Like, there used to never be hair there, and now there is. So that's interesting to note. As for facial hair, I have 4 really good chin whiskers. They're like really dark, really thick. I have this like cheesy mustache going on. It's not very thick, but if you look really close you can see it because it's dark. I'm getting some sideburns. They're about the same as my mustache. They're really dark, but they're really thin. And I have some really thin stuff on my chin. The stuff under my lip is just really, it's temperamental. We'll just say that. But something I've noticed within the trans community, there's this, I don't know what you call it. There's this thing, I guess you call it a stereotype, where a lot of trans guys, when they choose their name, the stereotype is it's either Aiden, Skylar, or a weird spelling name. I don't know what to think about that, because Milo isn't really a weird name in itself, but the way I have it spelled with the E in it is a little different, and sometimes people have a hard time pronouncing it. But the thing is when I picked that name, it was actually before I realized I was trans. I actually picked the name Milo with the spelling before I knew I was trans. So I don't think it's really a stereotype. I mean, some people just, when they pick a name, they want it to look cool. I realize that some people need to be knocked down a couple of notches, because once they come out, they're like, oh my god, I'm trans, blah, blah, blah. Trans pride, blah, blah. And it's kind of ridiculous, but considering I picked my name before I even knew I was trans, I think that says a lot about me. I'm just weird. When I picked my name, I had a really, really specific set of rules for myself, that I wanted to keep my initials, and I wanted my middle name to sound kind of close to what it already was, and I wanted my first name to have the same amount of letters. Call me weird. I wanted the same amount of syllables. And I also wanted my first name to start with M-E. I'm anal. I've gotten over it. I found Milo and was like, this is my name. Just with the spelling. And that was me. And then I realized I was trans, and I was like, oh hey, I have her name already. Awesome. I guess I probably should have seen that one coming. I don't know, I think it's stupid that people are getting all mad about it, though. There's a lot of people that have my birth name, and that was something that irritated me for a while. I mean, in high school, because someone would yell my birth name in the middle of a hallway, and I would turn around and they wouldn't even be talking to me. So I guess that's something to think about when guys pick their names. I mean, some of them have really common female names, and they're like, I want a different name, so they pick this weird spelling name, and that's totally fine. I mean, I think it's okay. If you're gonna pick your name, you can pick whatever the hell you want. I mean, unless you call yourself Batman, that's a little weird. To each their own, though. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. And as for the Aiden and Skylar thing, they're cool names. I like them. I actually used to know a guy named Skylar in elementary school, so it's not that weird of a name. I mean, if you're late teens, early 20s, it's probably, you know, age appropriate too. I mean, because I was in elementary school when this guy, he's like a year or two older than me, but you didn't really hear that name a whole lot, but it would be age appropriate, I suppose. As for Aiden, I don't think I know anybody with the name Aiden, like, personally, but it's whatever. Oh god, next Wednesday we're going to Wisconsin, so my next video will be when I'm in Wisconsin. I don't know how long that video will be. I don't know if I'll have time to make it. 4 months will be next Thursday. I've been recording clips of my voice every month, so I'll try to get that up. We'll see. So that's all I have for today, and I'll see you guys next time. I talk a lot. I've been trying to cut down my videos, and I talk a lot anyway. Ow! What the fuck? Ow, that shit hurts. Ow. What the hell?